Hey guys, welcome to the channel and another video. Today I'm going to be watching The Good, the Bad and the Ugly by Sergio Leone starring Clint Eastwood. Leone was a legendary director whom I've heard of my entire adult life, but I've never actually watched any of his films till today. I know that this film is the third one in his Dollars trilogy, but since the films have no direct continuity, I decided to start with this one. I know The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly as the most famous example of the spaghetti western genre. I'm not too familiar with this genre, but I have watched quite a few westerns recently, including Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid and The Unforgiven on the channel. So do check them out when you have the time. I love them both. I also love Clint Eastwood, both as an actor and a director. He's somebody who's extremely detail oriented, and you can tell from his work that he clearly respects and loves what he does. I know Ennio Morricone did the score for this film, and he's one of my favorite composers ever. I'm quite familiar with the track Ecstasy of Gold, as I've watched Metallica live twice, and both times they started their concerts with this iconic track. It's amazing. Anyways, I don't know anything about this film or its plot, but I'm very excited to get started. But before we get into it, to help support the channel, I have a Patreon page for full-length reviews and reactions to this movie and over 120 movies and TV shows, early access and weekly polls for what to watch next. You'll need your own copy to watch along. The link's in the description below, by the way. Please consider being a patron. Please subscribe to the channel. Do check out my other videos. Click that bell icon for instant notifications. Like if you liked this video, dislike it if you didn't. With all that being said, let's get started. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Leone, Eastwood. Let's go. I have heard this music before. I don't know where. Ennio Morricone, guys. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. As far as I understand, spaghetti western genre was considered to be not as good as westerns, but I think this film changed a lot of people's perspective. I love the intro, using very old pictures. The Wild West, the American frontier. I wish I had a time machine just to experience this massive expansion. Interesting choice in cameras. Whoa! The Ugly. So are the characters the good, the bad, the ugly? That's a surprise. Holy crap, I think the ugly killed everyone. Something's about to go down, judging by the absolute silence. His eyes have not been off this man for even a second.
I know nothing at all about that case of coins. Now that gold has disappeared, but if he'd listened, we could have avoided this altogether.
Oh, he's after gold.
I'm only interested in what name Jackson's hiding under now. When I start off to find somebody, I find him.
Okay, he has a reputation.
That's why they pay me.
What does he pay you for murdering me?
$500 to get the name.
$500 is a lot of money. A lot.
Carson. That's a lot of money. 1,000.
$1,000?
But when I'm paid, I always see the job through.
Oh man. He got money. That's the eldest son. Dude, it's a child. Not only did he get $1,000 from him, he got the name, and he's gonna get paid another $500. Oh, that was messed up. What an intro. What an intro to the film.
Any information?
The name Jackson's hiding under is Bill Carson. He gave me 1,000. I think his idea was that I kill you.
Angel Eyes!
So the ugly's name is Angel Eyes. Oh no, he's the bad. Okay, the ugly escaped. My bad. And he's clearly the bad. Wow.
No pistol, amigo. It won't do you any good.
Beautiful enough to be worth $2,000?
Yeah.
Oh, I know this voice. The good. I bet. Oh, the music. And it took him a split second to kill all three.
How much are you worth now?
$2,000.
Oh no! He wants the bounty for himself. I was so wrong.
What a...
Okay, he's crazy.
One bastard goes in, another comes out. Cut it out of here.
Cut it out!
You're the son of 1,000 fathers, all bastards like you.
The condemned is found guilty.
He's about to be hanged.
Crimes of murder.
Oh!
For you?
And they're splitting the bounty.
Listen, the neck at the end of the rope is mine. I run the risks.
Oh, they want to run this gambit again.
You may run the risks, my friend, but I do the cutting.
Wanted in 15 counties of this state.
Angel Eye.
Angel Eyes is here too.
Where is Carson?
All I know is Carson re-enlisted. The poor guy's minus an eye.
One thing I notice is how Leone is avoiding middle frames. He's going for extreme close-ups and wide shots. Oh, he missed. Oh. I think I've heard this piece of music too. I don't know where, but it's so beautiful.
When that rope starts to pull tight, you can feel the devil bite your ass.
I'll keep the money and you can have the rope.
Filthy bastards! Come here! Come here!
Don't leave him alive.
I'll kill you!
Such ingratitude after all the times I've saved your life.
The good.
Hijo de una gran puta!
I know what the last word means.
What do you want with me?
Angel Eyes.
Go on talking about Bill Carson.
Oh man.
I'm very sorry, but the store's closing.
I love these props. And I'm guessing they're not actually props because they look very real.
Remington, Colt,
Oh, okay.
a root.
Wow. How is he planning to pay for this though?
How much? $20. $50. How much? $100.
Wow. Why is he increasing the price?
That's all I've got. Here.
Oh, he's not increasing the price. He's literally robbing him. I wonder whether the background here is a painting or not. Probably not.
I'm rich, but I'm lonely. I used to have a friend, Pedro.
And he's talking to a chicken.
$4,000. If they would help me catch him.
He knew he was being watched. Holy crap.
We get rid of these bastards, then we begin making money on those Yankees. They carry gold, not paper dollars. And they're going to beat the South.
Oh, the Civil War is going on, I think.
Where's the owner of that horse?
Upstairs. Upstairs in room 4, senor.
And this is New Mexico for sure, Santa Fe Hotel. Again, 3 more kills in a second and a half. So cool.
There are 2 kinds of spurs, my friend. Those that come in by the door, those that come in by the window. You ever see this before, my friend? Now put the rope around your neck. That's very good.
Holy crap! That was unexpected. He's gone.
If you're looking for a summer vacation spot, you found it. Our hotel is luxurious and filled with conveniences.
Have you ever heard of anyone by the name of Bill Carson?
They've already left. For Glorietta.
The cigar. He's on the right track to finding Blondie.
Guilty of the following crimes. The Union Army, theft of supplies, blackmail,
Oh, he thinks he'll be rescued shortly. How does Blondie get out of this situation now?
If you save your breath, I feel a man like you could manage it.
Well, he is getting his revenge. Even though they're called the good, the bad, and the ugly, none of them are good. Good makeup work here. Pretty convincing. Oh, another piece of misdirection. Don't tell me he has to drink his dirty, sweaty feet water. Oh man, that's humiliating. Oh, I was about to say water is more valuable than gold right now, and jeez.
It's goodbye.
I hear a rumble. 3rd Regiment. He's still religious. Ooh, a pocket watch. That's worth a lot.
200,000 in gold. Yours, just get me water.
200,000 in gold? Is this Bill Carson?
Who the hell are you?
Carson.
Jeez!
Where?
Bill Carson.
Cemetery.
Cemetery.
Saddle Cemetery, okay. In the grave, okay. But it must have a name or a number on it.
Just give him some water, man.
Don't move, I'll get you water.
We haven't seen Blondie in a while. Oh man, Blondie's already there. He's dead, and Blondie has the info.
If you do that, you'll always be poor. Keep me alive.
What did he tell you?
The name. There is no choice but to keep him alive now and work together.
Don't die. I'm your friend. Please don't die. Please. I'm your friend.
Look at the change in his demeanor. Blondie, don't die. I'm your friend. I'll help you.
I'll help you. I'll help you. Don't die like that pig. Blondie?
Oh man, this is funny.
But we have no more beds here.
Let him have yours. Father, did he speak? Did he say anything? You're very lucky to have me so close when it happened. Think if you'd been on your own.
Better knowing my good friend is by my side to protect me.
Hey, Pablo? I was just passing by here. I said to myself, I wonder if my brother remembers his brother.
Brother.
Well, what about our parents?
Oh, it's his actual brother, not metaphorically. Holy crap.
Our mother has been dead a long time now. Our father died only a few days ago.
An interesting way to humanize the character.
You think you're better than I am. Where we came from, if one did not want to die of poverty, one became a priest or a bandit. You became a priest because you were too much of a coward to do what I do.
Oh, that's not right.
Yeah, my brother, he said to me, stay, brother, don't go home.
That's sad. He's rationalizing while telling a lie at the same time. The pacing of the film is very slow, but it's really working here. I have no complaints about the pacing.
They're great like us. Let's say hello to them and then get going. Hurrah! Down with General Grant!
General Grant. They're not Confederates. It's just the dust. Leone is using misdirection so well in this film. This is like the 3rd time I got fooled. Now they're POWs.
Bill Carson!
Oh my goodness. He's here.
That's me.
I'm telling you, I want the prisoners treated as prisoners. No more brutality. While I'm in charge here, the prisoners are not to be tortured.
Just as long as you're the commandant.
That was a threat. My respect to Leone, showing that both sides had bad men, the Union and the Confederacy. He's hungry.
You're hungry. I never forget old friends, Tuco.
Oh. going to get the info from Tuco.
Sure consider yourself much luckier than your pal. Wallace will punch your friend as long as the song goes.
Oh, this is not the first time he's done this. I don't like stuff to do with the eye.
Hook! He's buried in a grave.
Oh man, he's next. I wonder whether he'll break too.
We're going for a ride.
That's Tuco's blood.
You're not gonna give me the same treatment?
Good question.
Would you talk?
No, probably not.
That's what I thought. I'm not greedy, I'm only taking half.
These sets are so beautiful. I can see where Sergio Leone spent the money. Sleeping with one hand on his gun. This is making me feel like this is the West. Oh! That's impressive stunt work, number one. And number two, that's almost a death sentence. Oh my god. Well played, Tuco. There are so many beautiful shots, I don't even notice half of them because I'm so engrossed in the story. And I can safely assume Tuco is trying to make his way to Sad Hill Cemetery.
I've been looking for you for 8 months.
When you have to shoot, shoot, don't talk.
Oh, the music was cued excellently, and that entire scene was great.
Only you know you have the secret?
Mm-hmm.
I'm very happy you're working with me, and we're together again.
He's not alone. There's 5 of them.
Well, look who's here.
The other one will be along.
Oh. They're finally teaming up together, and the music is just excellent.
Angel Eyes is mine, huh?
All right.
If I were Angel Eyes, I would have gotten the heck out of there so fast because all his men are dead.
See you soon.
Idiot?
Idiots. For you.
There should be a bridge across that river. Tuco has taken you this far. I will take you all the way to... Yeah?
They had the worst luck just getting caught by Confederate and Union soldiers everywhere they go.
Any reason for being around here?
We want to enlist, General.
No, you idiot.
The Rebs have decided that damn bridge is the key to this whole area.
Oh, and they have to cross the bridge.
Both sides want the bridge intact.
All companies are awaiting your orders.
Be right there.
And you have to respect a captain who's willing to just go, jump in the front lines.
It looks like the captain is really asking for a bullet in his guts.
Yeah.
The Civil War really did shape America and her values. Call for a bridge.
What would happen if somebody were to blow up that bridge?
They're going to blow up the bridge. He's a brave man. They're doing this so casually. I wonder why nobody's noticing.
Why don't we tell each other our half of the secret?
Why don't we?
You go first.
You start.
Sad Hill, now it's your turn.
Oh, he actually said it.
Arch Stanton.
Well, we at least know one of them is true. Explosion incoming. Come on, I can't hold my breath that long. Wow. I think the captain knew that they were going to blow up the bridge. And that's what he meant by saying, I expect good news, and now can die in peace. This so far has been one of the best westerns I've ever seen. Oh, Tuco. Sergio Leone saved this for the very end of the film, and wow! I am 99% sure they actually built this for the film. I finally have context for this piece of music. I've always associated with Metallica concert openings, but... Arch Stanton! I wonder what his getaway plan is, because he doesn't have a horse or anything.
It'll be a lot easier with it.
I love that little micro expression. It's almost like he said, well, I had to try, at least. I knew it. They should have killed him.
If you shoot me, you won't see a cent of that money. Because there's nothing in there.
It's not in there. He gave a fake name, but he knew the name though.
I'll write the name on the bottom of this stone.
And I finally understand why this track is called Ecstasy of Gold. I think I'm getting it now. It's going to be a Mexican standoff. Winner takes all. Oh, beautiful framing. And the music. I have nothing to say. Silence again. And look at the contrasting camera work. The entire build-up is totally worth it. Beautiful editing.
Oh!
Oh.
You pig! You wanted to get me killed! When'd you unload it?
He unloaded the weapon. Unknown.
There's no name on it.
There's no name here either. You see, that's what Bill Carson told me. It was the grave marked Unknown, right beside Arch Stanton.
Wow, what a reveal. They actually found the gold. It's not a MacGuffin. The gold actually exists. A hangman's noose.
4 for you, 4 for me.
He's actually splitting it. Oh, man. Oh. The ugly, the bad, and the good. Weirdly, the sound cut out for me. Is that part of the film? And the subtitles, they're saying that it's the theme song. Well, Tuco has no reason to come after him now because he has so much money. He's finally rich. Oh, this is the extended English language version. Okay, that was the best. Okay, I took some time to collect my thoughts. First off, that was an amazing film. It was deliberately slow, steady, and full of details. Sergio Leone was a master of his craft, and especially of the spaghetti western genre. I would consider the strengths of the film to be its actually everything, from the cinematography, acting, writing, production design, and music. The only weakness I could find was the actual camera itself. I know that better cameras exist around that time, but I think using these particular cameras did add a lot of depth and character to the story, almost becoming a part of the story itself, giving that old, worn-out, rusty or rustic feeling. Anyways, let's start with the directing by Sergio Leone and the story by him and Luciano Vincenzoni. Please correct me if my pronunciation is wrong. The writers and directors start the film off by introducing us to Angel Eyes, the bad. He's shown to kill 2 people to get information of buried gold in a cemetery somewhere. As he sets out to find the gold, Tuco and Blondie are introduced, where they run a scam to collect bounties That was pretty funny. It works a few times till Blondie decides that it won't work anymore. He abandons Tuco, who comes back instantly for revenge. As Blondie is near his death, he learns the name of the grave where the money is buried. The gold is buried from Bill Carson. Now Tuco and Blondie have to work together to find the gold. They get repeatedly stopped or captured by the Confederate and Union armies, but they soldier on till they encounter Angel Eyes, who is shown to be a sadist, by the way. Angel Eyes tortures Tuco till he gives up the name of the graveyard and realizes that torture won't work on Blondie, so they team up to find the gold. Tuco escapes again and catches up with them. At this point, I really thought that Tuco and Blondie were joining forces for real, but I could not have been more wrong. After an epic scene where they blow up the bridge that both the Union and the Confederacy were trying to protect, or they were fighting over, they make their way to the Sad Hill graveyard, where, surprise, surprise, Angel Eyes shows up. The three men have a crazy Mexican standoff where Blondie kills Angel Eyes and secretly unloads Tuco's weapon the previous night, disarming him. That was brilliant and unexpected. At the end, Blondie decides not to kill Tuco, leaving him his share of his gold and putting him in a hangman's noose before riding away. Just as he's about to go out of frame, Blondie stops, shoots the rope, and just rides off into the sunset, or into the distance, I think, in this case. What an amazing script and directorial work. Leone did a fantastic job with the camera and his actors. He almost always kept the camera on what he wanted the audience to focus on. Furthermore, the way he kept information about the buried gold, the way he hid it, it was absolutely brilliant. There was a lack of a romantic subplot in this film, which is a staple of the Western genre, and I can't begin to explain how much the film was better off for it. The story was extremely single-minded and focused, no distractions whatsoever. The idea of greed was probably the central theme of this film. All three men were in fact greedy, but at different degrees. The good wanted the gold, but unlike the bad or the ugly, I guess he didn't want it at any cost. I think it was called the good since he spared Tuco's life more than once in the film. He wasn't absolute good though, since we see him kill, 6 people in the first 30 to 40 minutes? Anyways, the film came together at the end with that epic finale. The entire film was built around that particular scene, and it was worth every minute. The tension in that scene was palpable, and I couldn't take my eyes off the screen even for a second. I'm actually looking forward to the other two films in this trilogy. I hope they're as good as this one. I thought this was the film where Eastwood says something to the effect of, "You feeling lucky, punk? Go ahead, make my day." I guess I was wrong. It has to be another Eastwood Western. Moving on to the cinematography and the editing, which were also brilliant. The biggest thing I noticed from the cinematography was the contrast between the close-up and the landscape shots. It really made the film bigger than it actually was, and at the same time, it made the scenes very intimate, if that makes any sense. The American West was shown so beautifully that it pretty much transported me right there with the characters. The colors were mostly desaturated, and there was dust everywhere, making things seem even more authentic. The editing was amazing too, especially in the climax during the iconic standoff. The way the editor chose to quickly cut between the landscape, the faces, and the guns was just genius. The rest of the film didn't feel long at all, unlike some other films which are 3 hours. The film needed to be slow to get that emotional impact from the audience, and I think it was paced perfectly. The score of this film was by the legendary Ennio Morricone. He's one of my favorite composers, and this was his best work by far, at least from the scores I've heard from him. I've actually heard a lot of his albums too. The guy's a genius. I recognize quite a few of the tracks as I've heard them in different places over the years. It's been referenced countless times. The finale had the Ecstasy of Gold track, and it was so worth the wait. That iconic track just makes me feel like a badass. The actual sound design itself was great too, with convincing gun sounds, explosions, and the other sounds of the towns and nature. One thing that was quite noticeable was the fact that a lot of actors' dialogue was dubbed over with English. I think that's kind of to be expected since the filmmaker was Italian and he probably hired a lot of Italian actors for roles. It didn't really take away anything from the story, although it's something I did notice. The sets and props of the film were brilliant, so well made that I sometimes forgot that I was watching a movie. Everything had a layer of dust on it, making it seem like the world was lived in. The graveyard set was one of the best looking and most elaborately made sets I've seen from a film of that era. The number of extras during that bridge battle was nothing short of impressive, and the props like the guns and the cannons seemed real. I wouldn't be surprised if I found out that they were in fact the real deal, just decommissioned old guns. Anyways, Clint Eastwood played Blondie, the Good. He was amazing in his role, which he played with so much nuance. He had a subdued performance, speaking only when he needed to. Although generally good, he was a murderer and a greedy man. Not as greedy as the other two though. Eastwood did a number of westerns and this was easily my favorite. If the other two films in the trilogy are worth reviewing on the channel, please let me know. I'm going to watch them on my own time anyway, so just let me know if it's worth a proper review on the channel. Eli Wallach, please correct me if my pronunciation is wrong, played Tuco, the rat, the ugly. He was also great in his role. His unpredictability and shifting allegiances really had me confused for the most part. He was easily the most unpredictable character, but there was no doubt about that. One thing is that man always has his vengeance, and that's why I feel like leaving him alive at the end was probably not the best idea. I don't believe I've seen this actor in any other roles, but do recommend some good films with him if you think I should watch on the channel. Finally, Lee Van Cleef played Angel Eyes, the Bad. Van Cleef played this character as pure evil, a sadist, and somebody who completes his job once he's paid for. He was solid in his role. He made me hate him, and by the end, I really wanted him to die. But at the end, he died the way he lived, with a gun in his hand. Overall, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly was the best spaghetti western I've ever seen, and I'd probably go as far as to say that it was the best overall western I've seen so far. Everything from the cinematography, acting, writing, production design, and music, they were all perfect. I have zero complaints. Sergio Leone, Ennio Morricone, Clint Eastwood, and the rest of the cast, especially the production design people, they made a classic that still, after 60 years, holds up like it was made yesterday. This is a film I'll be watching again and again in the future. The score alone is worth it in my opinion. I highly recommend this film for everybody. Anyways, thank you for watching. I have a Patreon page. Consider being a patron. Subscribe to the channel. Click that bell icon for instant notifications. Do check out my other videos. Like if you liked this video. Dislike it if you didn't. I will see you in the next one. Bye.